Hello, I'm Aditya Singh from IT First Sem, and I'm here to present a video on self-introspection by the guidance of Associate Professor Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari sir from Department of Humanities and Social Science. So let's start the video. I access my time usage as generally fair, though highly inconsistent. The time I dedicate to work and structured learning is effective, but I lost significant chunks, often several hours, to mindless scrolling or indecision about starting complex tasks. The core problem is usually a lack of clearly defined time bounded personal goals for the evenings and weekends. To improve, I will implement the time block technique for 1 hour after dinner each day, especially dedicating it to a constructive personal activity rather than passively consuming content. Yes, I realize I frequently take my physical health and emotional support provided by two key individuals in my life for granted. I neglect routine exercise and often forget to thank the people who consistently offer assistance or a listening ear. This oversight stems from a focus on the immediate stress of work, making me forget to appreciate the steady foundation of my life. My action is to write a specific personalized thank you note to one of those key people this week and schedule a 30-minute consistent walk 3 times a week. I generally maintain a healthy perspective, particularly when faced with major professional changes, where I view them as problems to be solved rather than personal failings. However, my perspective can become unhealthy in small interpersonal conflicts, where I tend to overanalyze small slights or jump to negative conclusions about others' intention. To counter this, I will practice a three good things exercise each night, focusing my mind to focus on positive events, thereby training my mental filter to be less critically biased. On the whole, I'm starving to live true to my core values of honesty and creativity, which is evident in my choice of career and the hobbies I pursue in my free time. Where I fall short is in allowing external expectations, particularly social media, pressure to dedicate my secondary choices, leading to spending on times or activities that don't genuinely align with my personal preferences. My corrective action is to identify one area where I am conforming and consciously make a choice this week that is purely self serving and authentic. No, I frequently wake up feeling sluggish and behind schedule, often due to hitting the snooze button multiple times, which immediately sets a tone of resistance for the day. While I am generally motivated once I start working, the transition from sleep to action is often painful. The root cause is poor sleep hygiene by the screen time right before the bed. To change this, I commit to establish a digital sunset where all the screens are turned off 30 minutes before my target bedtime, making the morning sunrise easier. Unfortunately, yes, I often struggle with a stream of negative thoughts, usually revisiting past mistakes or dwelling on impending worries and deadlines, preventing immediate restful sleep. These intrusive thoughts transform my resting period into a planning session for worry. To interrupt this destructive pattern, I will begin brain dumping 15 minutes before bed, writing down all worries, tasks, and reflections in a notebook to symbolically transfer them from my mind onto the page from the night. I feel I am putting sufficient effort into my closest relationship, such as family and one or two best friends. But I am consistently neglecting broader social ties and professional networking. This imbalance risks isolating me and is driven by an introvert preference to comfort. The goal is not quantity, but consistent quality across different relationship spheres. My immediate action is to schedule a quick, low pressure virtual coffee or call with one acquaintance this week to maintain a wider social circle. No, I am not adequately taking care of myself physically. While I manage decent sleep sometimes, my diet is erratic, heavily reliant on processed foods, and my exercise is sporadic at best. This neglect impacts my energy levels and mood throughout the week. This issue is a failure to prioritize preparation over convenience. My small, manageable change will be to prepare and pack a healthy lunch for work at least 3 times this week, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Yes, this is a major source of daily stress. I tend to catastrophize future events that I can do nothing about, like global economic shifts or the actions of distant political figures. This fixation wastes mental energy that could be applied to solvable nearby problems. The underlying driver is anxiety related to uncertainty. My immediate therapeutic action will to solvable to identify one uncontrollable worry today, and instead of analyzing it, consi- consi- consciously recite the serenity prayer. While I achieve small daily transaction goals, I am notably failing to achieve significant long term goals I have set for personal development or career development. This failure isn't due to lack of ambition, but a consistent pattern of setting goals that are too large and ill defined, leading to overwhelm and subsequent procrastination. To reverse this, I will break down my primary long term goals into absolute smallest, most achievable component and complete only that step today. At my core, I am curious explorer, navigating life's complexities with a kind of ambition and introspection, shaped by experiences that have taught me resilience in the face of uncertainty. For instance, past challenges like career shift have revealed my adaptability, while moments of quiet reflection highlight my value for deep connections over superficial ones. Ultimately, this self view motivates me to pursue growth daily, embracing both strengths like empathy and areas for improvement such as patience. My primary concern revolves around achieving long term financial stability amid unpredictable economic shifts, as expected events could derail plans for family, society, and personal freedom. Additionally, the rapid pace of technological change raised fears of adolescence in my skills, prompting me to invest in continuous learning. In the end, these worries drive proactive steps like budgeting, upscaling, and turning anxiety into actionable momentum. Deep down, I fear unfulfilled potential, the regret of not chasing dreams boldly enough due to hesitation or external pressure that stifle creativity. This manifests in moment of doubt during big decisions, like leaving a comfortable job for passion projects. However, confronting this fear head on those small risks has already sparked progress, reinforcing that growth lies beyond comfort zones. Yes, I cling to outdated grudges from past relationships, allowing them to color current interactions and drain emotional energy unnecessarily. These stem from perceived betrayals that, upon reflection, taught valuable lessons in boundaries rather than defining my worth. Releasing them involves forgiveness practices, freeing space for present joy and healthier bonds moving forward. Family and genuine relationships top my priorities, providing unwavering support and meaning that no achievement can match, followed closely by personal health to sustain those connections. Pursuing purpose through meaningful work aligns next, ensuring daily fulfillment beyond material success. Prioritizing these guides choices like quality time over overtime from a balanced, enriching existence. The single most goal I have been procrastination on is launching my personal portfolio website. I have all the content, the writing, the photography, the design mockups, but I get paralyzed by the fear of it not being perfect. I have moved the launch date 3 times. The question is if not now, then when? Forces me to confront this avoidances. I realize now must mean within next few weeks. I need to accept that done is better than perfect. I will spend this week finalizing the last 2 pages and schedule the official launch for Friday, December 20th. Regardless, when I truly break it down, 3 core areas define my fulfillment: authentic human connection, which means nurturing the deep, honest relationships with inner circles of friends and family; creative expression, which is not negotiable. Need to spend time writing and taking photographs, even if it's just for myself. And service and impact, the feeling that my energy and skills are being used to contribute positively to wider community, whether through my job or volunteering. If any of these three is neglected, I start to feel hollow. Now, my actions are currently unevenly distributed. I am doing well with creative expression. I dedicated time last month to weekend photography workshop, consistently writing in my journal. However, I have been slipping an authentic human connection. I have let two close friends' calls go unanswered because of work stress, and I haven't visited my grandparents in over a month. For service and impact, I regularly donate, but I haven't given my time physically in months. My immediate action is to call those friends immediately and schedule a specific time next month to volunteer at local library book drive.